You may be seated. Good morning, Golden Lion Nation. How are we doing this morning, Golden Lions? I said, how are we doing this morning, Golden Lions? We bring you greetings and gracious salutations from the 95th Miss University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, Freddie Mae Thompson, and
the 10th Miss UAPB, Joshua Watson. I bring you guys greetings.
So we're here today for the UAPB/AMNN Strong, Rooted in Tradition, Roaring into the Future. This is our 2025 Spring Honors and Awards Convocation. Can we please give a hand to all of the honorees for today? So the program will proceed as follows. We've already had our musical prelude, our academic processional. Following that, we'll have the posting of colors, greetings by Mr. Jaquel Hadley. We'll have a musical selection from the UAPB Vesper Choir, the introduction of speaker by Mr. O.C. Duffy, the convocation address by Mr. Troy Alley, and then we'll have honors presentations by Ms. Marika Bender.
Also, we will have congratulatory remarks by Dr. Angela Stewart. We'll have an honors invitation by Ms. Annette Fields, a recognition of guests and announcements, retiring of the colors. We'll sing our alma mater, and then we'll have an academic recession.
We ask that you please stand for the posting of the colors. Thank you. You may be seated.
Greetings, everyone. How y'all doing today? I don't think y'all sound good. Can we do it again? Greetings, everyone. How are y'all doing today? Thank you. That sounds a lot better. There's some energy here. So we are recognizing our amazing scholars this morning. Hello, my name is Jaquel Hadley. I am a graduating senior majoring in criminal justice, who also serve as the president of the Kelly Athletics Honors Program. And today is my esteemed pleasure for the greetings for the 152nd Founders Week Honors, Awards, and Convocation. So I'd like to welcome you once, welcome you twice, and welcome you 3 times. Let's have a nice time.
Arkansas at Pine Bluff College for 45 years. I'm an instructor, pride myself in that. Coordinator of engineering and president of the faculty senate at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. I have been asked to do an honor that I will never forget. Troy Alley asked me what I introduced him. And actually I said we would have known Troy now for probably 40 years. He's been very instrumental in doing things to increase minority participation, especially into the STEM program. I first heard of Troy with ECAP program where he and his company was donating probably close to $1 million to foster minority engineers in the state of Arkansas, which is commendable. The next thing I know about, and I want you to know about Troy. Troy and his company, which is called Convocation, LLC. How many of you know where the STEM building is located? On campus. If you don't know, you should. Convocation, Troy Allen and his brother, they are the one that constructed the STEM building on this campus. There's something really unique about the STEM building. It's the first structure on this campus that was built by a minority construction company. We have a minority physical plant director. I was the construction administration. Now what's unique about it, doing that whole $10.3 million project, I want you to listen closely. There was not one change order. That has never been done in the history of the University of Arkansas system, period. Not just UAPB. They are the only company that have completed a project of that magnitude. Did not charge $1 more than the contract cost. That is commendable. Not only did they do that, at the end of the project, they gave us a check for $100,000. They did not stop there. Since then, Troy, his company, have donated an additional $100,000 to this institution to foster the new engineering program that we have ongoing, industrial technology. He received his electrical engineer degree from Fayetteville. We forgive him for that. He went on to receive a master SMU in 1976 in business. He's the chief executive officer of a real estate company, which is part of Convocation. They are the largest minority company in the southwest area in the United States, which have done over 3,000 projects. At this time, I would love to introduce I consider a friend, a business associate, and a philanthropist, Troy Allen.
Thank you, OC, for such an amazing introduction. I could have done it better myself. But giving all praise to God, I am also honored to have my wife here. You make that adjustment. I know I have to be a little impaired because of the height situation, but I found that to be an advantage sometimes. You see what I'm saying? But I want to thank UAPB, Chancellor, and all the staff, everybody that's in here, visitors, friends, everybody that have chosen to come to this. I've always wanted to be a speaker at UAPB from the time that I lived and grew up about a block from here. And I really am honored by the 2025 graduates of UAPB. All graduation, all blessings to you. There was a student that had just graduated from UAPB or any college, and he was finishing his interview with his HR manager, and the HR manager asked him, "What salary are you requesting?" And the young student said, "In the neighborhood of $150,000 a year, depending on the benefit package." The HR manager said, "Well, what if we said a package of $250,000 a year, 15 holiday times, and 5 weeks of vacation, a complete medical and dental package, and a common lease car every 2 years, let's say a Mercedes." The young student raised up and said, "Wow, that's pretty good. Are you joking?" He said, "Of course, man. But remember, you started this. Never outgrow your desire for your dream." Now, one of the things that we experience in life is, how do we look at dreams? We're here today to look at a really important day, Founders Day. Now, it's like your birthday that you have every year, but you are recanting your dream and your journey. And we have experienced our dream, but the journey continues. In 1968, I attended a special speaker series in which Muhammad Ali spoke about regaining his heavyweight championship title. I was amazed at his speech. After the speech, he invited myself and several other students over to his hotel room to get an understanding about his life. We were mesmerized. The room was full of anxiety and suspense. After he spoke, 4 years later, Muhammad Ali regained his heavyweight championship title and became one of the greatest boxers in history. He never gave up on his dream. And I want you to never give up on your dream. In late 1958, UAPB, or AM&N, actually decided to do a special program. This was that they were going to have and raise money to show the UAPB AM&N homecoming game to be televised. Now, this was a bold initiative, but they were able to get the college, the students, alumni, and the city of Pine Bluff to buy off on this. They came together and they raised the money, and they were able to actually get a contract with the local TV station in order for this football game to be televised. Now, they really were concerned, but they raised the money. Shortly before the actual game was to start, the sponsors realized that they needed to add additional funds. All of the alumni throughout the state of Arkansas and also nationally bought tickets and were able to fill the stadium, and it was a complete sellout. Obviously, this was a monumental experience. But also local business people contributed money in order for this dream to be true. Now, it wasn't about AM&N either winning or losing the football game with Prairie View. But it was the accomplishment that they had by bringing the alumni, the community, and the city of Pine Bluff together to do this. But one of the things that I thought that was important about having this particular game televised, it was going to give me the opportunity to be on TV. Several days before the actual football game, I went out and I looked at the stadium. I looked at them erecting the equipment, the cable, and they had this 50-foot tower that they placed out near the gymnasium. And quite candidly, it was probably the tallest structure at that time in Pine Bluff. But I can imagine myself, an 8-year-old student, being on TV. Several days after that, I felt that I had a sore throat and I got itching on my arms. Needless to say, my mother said, "You got chicken pox." So how am I going to get to the game and be on TV if I have chicken pox? But you stayed at home, and I could see all my friends on TV showing that they had been on TV at the football game. So my dream was delayed. My opportunity was stopped. But my ability to have this dream come true didn't occur right then. 20 years later, I had my own TV show. So dreams are not what they always say in terms of time, but there is a time in which you can have your dreams and they will be fulfilled. In 1968, UAPB AM&N actually did something that was really even unique. It was the fact that the city of Pine Bluff was very anxious and excited because AM&N had decided to invite a young 29-year-old preacher, Dr. Martin Luther King, to be their commencement speaker, much to the opposition of certain legislators. Once he got here, his speech was very encouraging. Outside the gymnasium in which the commencement was being held, there were people waiting to get in line to try to get inside. His speech inside was inspirational, and he told the audience, you need to dream to the future. This was his dream. After that, about 4 years later, I was going to church one morning, and I actually saw that this beautiful stained glass window that I had in our church building was broken and damaged. And the outside of the building was burned. And I could actually go inside the sanctuary and smell the actual pews that had been burned. Our pastor told us at the time that our church had been firebombed. And that he felt as though we were targeted because the AM&N students, in fact, would hold meetings in the church for their sit-ins. Now, the sit-in students at that time were a very strong part of the civil rights movement. And as a consequence, when they had their meeting, they were able to do a lot of things about the strategy of going and doing city. But after that, the pastor says, even though there is danger, we will not give up the time that the students needed to have to do their meetings. After which all of the students decided that they will continue, and their dream again was, the dream involved risk, but it also involved looking to the future. But it also involved having the right attitude. And attitude has so much to do with the way that your dream is projected. A young friend of mine, right after high school, he approached me and said, "Troy, are you going to my party?" I said, "Yes, I should go to the party." Several years later, I didn't see him again until I saw him on campus. And he asked me again, "Are you going to attend my party?" I said, "Yeah, I'll attend the party." I said, "But William, why are you throwing so many parties?" And he pulled me to the side and he says, "When I was very young, I was diagnosed with sickle cell anemia. And I wasn't able to live into projected to my 10th birthday. So every time I passed that milestone, I would have a party." He had enrolled in college, but wasn't able to accumulate enough hours because of the fact that he couldn't attend enough classes. But he kept going back, and he was able to get his degree. He also said that once he got his degree, he was able to get an accounting job at one of the largest CPA firms in Dallas. But unfortunately, he couldn't hold the job because of the amount of sickness and illness that he had. But when I met him again and he told me this story, he was not disappointed. He wasn't disillusioned. He was happy because he knew that 10-year time frame again. So I said, "William, what is it that you really want?" He said, "My dream is to be able to teach in college." Several years later, he called me up and said, "I just got a position as assistant professor at UAPB." His lifelong dream was fulfilled. But as a testament for where he lived his life, was he had the right attitude. He passed several years after that, and he always requested he only needed one thing on his headstone: thank you. This tells us about ourselves and the way we look at dreams. And you probably realize that this presentation is all about dreams, but it's also about the way we look and feel about where we are going. I would say today, please enjoy Founders Day. Celebrate and cherish the journey that you have come from, but let's look at the journey yet to come. I'm going to make a challenge to each and every one in here. I challenge that you embrace your achievements, but learn from your mistakes. Remember your roots and be more important about the dream that is coming in the future. Now, if you accept this challenge, I want everybody in here to stand and say that I accept this challenge. And this is for Founders Day and where we are going as the university. remember this. You may not be able to do everything, but you can always do something.
Good morning. I am Annette Williams-Fields, the interim director of the Carolyn F. Blakely Honors Program. And today, I and Ms. Marie Bender will be presenting the scholarships this morning. So we'll start out with University College. So students, we ask that when you hear your name called, please stand. From University College, Basic Academic Services, Freshman Scholastic Achievement Awards, we have Travis Albritton, Abdul Muhammad Aziz, Tierra Bennett, Mateo Cook, Chasney Cooper, Micaiah Curry, Praise Fabii, Trayshawn Hampton, Ava Harris, Ziona Izzy Guzzo, Kanaya Jackson, Juan Melda Marquez, Kayla Hampton, Otatucci. I'm so used to just saying Otatucci. I'm not used to saying your whole name, Otatucci. Nwanding Kappa, Imani Pennington, Elijah Ray King, Landon Rose, Angelina C. Rivas, Camilla C. Nareen, Samaya Smith, Tareen Sprinkle, Brendan Stevens, Braylon Stevens, Tamara Tate, Goddess Truth, Ume Kuwewi, here we go, Austin Vince, Jaden White, Jamal Knight. And one thing I like to point out, all these students have a 4.0. Congratulations. You may be seated. Students, those of you who have 4.0s, you have a certificate out at the front in the check-in area, and also your medallion if you haven't received it. Freshman Class Service Award is Chastity Reed. Scholastic Achievement Award for Trio Student Support Services is John Branch, Darius Branch, Mateo Cook, Chasney Cooper, Janiyah Fellows, Nyesha Franklin, Matthew Harris, Landon Rose, Camilla Sue, and she's my student, Camilla Senior Noreen, Samaya Smith, and Jamon White. Let's give it a round. Dr. Hazel Reed Scholarship, which is $4,570. Jerome Hinton. I'm sorry, that's in the School of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Human Sciences. So I'll do that again. In the School of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Human Sciences, Dr. Hazel Reed Scholarship is Jerome Hinton for $4,570.
And still with the School of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Human Sciences, we have the J.A. Gordon Scholarship, which is $490, and the recipient is Jasmine Hampton. The Joe C. Smith Scholarship for $1,150, recipient is Zerk Washington, Jr. The John B. Clark Scholarship for $350 is Bryce Love. And the Johnny L. Young and Dominique Hope Young Brown Award for $600 is Jerica Robinson. McGee Family Scholarship for $250 is Christian Moore.
The New Hope AME Church Scholarship, $2,700 is Braden Stevens, LaCandice Lee, and Jacqueline Price. OR and Irma Holiday Agriculture Scholarship, Brooklyn Tanner. Vernon White, WB and Minnie White Family Scholarship, formerly Lewis Jackson and Vernon White Scholarship, $250, Missouri Davis.
The New Hope AME Church Scholarship for $2,700 is Emery Mahogany. And for Department of Human Sciences, New Hope AME Church Scholarship for $2,700 is Jamarius Laws and Kennedy Haynes.
Family Endowed Scholarship is $1,000. Kennedy Love, Janae Mathis, and Chastity Lee.
The Carl E. Hyman Scholarship for $1,000 each is Dia Douglas, Nayasha Franklin, Daviana Malone, Mackenzie Parham, and Adrienne Bradford. Dr. Hazel and Mrs. Loisteen Reed Scholarship for $850 is Jerome Hinton. The Fred and Archie Hill Harris Scholarship for $1,000 is Tyann Appleby. The Golden Lion Academic Award for $250 is Brooklyn Grimes.
I'm not being enthusiastic. They made me want to move a little bit. The Oystein N. Reed for $1,620. The Madre Brazil. Lucy Johnson Endowment Scholarship for $1,000. Kamaya Drumgood. Perry and Vivian Stuckey STEM Scholarship for $1,250. Jaylee Cooper and Brooklyn Rice. Brandon Miller Senior Scholarship for $1,000. Nia Stilly, Ware,
Taylor Blackman. Word Seed Ministries Award for $950, Amanda Benton.
ACS Hotland Grant Scholarship, $10,000 each. Jasmine Price and Lillian Chavez. It's from the Department of Chemistry. I'm sorry, that was from the Department of Chemistry. Alvin May Scholarship, $1,070, Austin Vince. Larry B. Cooper Scholarship for $1,250, Aldine Velocity. Jamaica. Odell Thorne Senior Scholarship, $4,620, Kennedy Abinigi, Cordarian Briggs, and Fidas Razek. Vinnie Willingham Lee Scholarship for $570, Aldine Velocity. Okay. William Henry and Willie Louis Daniel Scholarship. The recipient is Mackenzie Evans. Eston Mariah Gray for $539.16. Congratulations.
And for the Department of English, Humanities, and Foreign Languages, we have the Elmer and Joanne Miller Bell Scholarship for $1,070, Maltor Amamamo.
Also known as Kwame.
He's an awesome artist. Henry L. and Mildred F. Cross Scholarship, $500 recipient is Caleb Williams. John Howard Memorial Scholarship for $250, Mr. Brandon Scott. The L.W. and Peruta E. Johnson Scholarship in English for $1,250, Aaron Christopher. The O.E. Jackson Award for $1,540, Michaela Rydell. And the Dr. Edward and Mrs. Edith E. May Scholarship for $22,140, Kennedy Williams.
In the Department of Industrial Technology, Henry Jojo Vivian Penny Moore for $980 is Kentrice James. Is it the Kentrice or Kentrice? Kentrice, thank you. Larry B. Cooper Scholarship for $1,250, Paul West. Markel Green Scholarship, Alan Meadows. STEM, Albritton Travis. So I'm pretty sure Travis Albritton. Mateo Cook. No, I have to go back. For Albritton Travis is $1,474.65. Mateo Cook is $9,826.50. We can't overlook Mr. L. Hudson and, thank you. Department of Mathematics and Computer Sciences. Mr. Albert L. Hudson and Dr. Dorothy Nash Hudson Award goes to, in the amount of $1,150, Ashley McGuire.
We have another STEM, and this is for $3,886.49, Heaven Edmondson. And for $3,158.74, Torrin Sprinkle. The William Henry and Willie Lou Daniel Scholarship, each recipient receives $1,420, is Taylor Washington. And for the Department of Music, we have Benjamin B.J. Emery Wallace. And for the Department of Social and Behavioral Sciences, Arnett Thomas Scholarship, $320. Joshua Hood. B.A. and Gladys Turner Scholarship, $930. Amanda Knight. George and Zora O'Neill Scholarship, $490. Aldo Alwini. Gladys Turner Finney Award, $1,120. Rosalind Daniel. Shirley A. Farmer Jackson and Elma M. Farmer Brown Scholarship, $1,200. Keisha Williams. For the Department of Nursing in the class of 1951, a $500 award awarded to Jacqueline Tamawa.
Dr. Fred Thomas Jones Sr., in the amount of $500. Kennedy Avenue, nursing major from Nigeria. Marie Gerald Nursing Scholarship, $530. Belinda Baker. The School of Business and Management, Billy Thomas Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. I'm sorry, disregard that one. That's Coronithia. Grant Harris Scholarship in the amount of Nisha Laster.
Gibbons Davis Anderson Brown Family Scholarship, $430. Jameen Denise Reed Thomas. Billy Thomas Scholarship for $1,000. Jamon White. Kenneth Wayne Jackson Scholarship, $1,000. D'Angelo Caldwell Jr.
McGeorge Burke Scholarship, Chris Ann Plummer and Maya Jones. Snowy and Tommy Brown Scholarship, in the amount of, did I say the amount? Okay, that's okay. Snowy and Tommy Brown Scholarship in the amount of $2,625. It goes to Destiny Miller. Sylvester Early Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $550 each. Jada Hampton, Nishan, Marshall Sneed. The Thomas L. Stevens Jr. Scholarship in the amount of $590 is Cameron Coleman. Asheria Jackson. Reverend and Mrs. Jordan Williams Senior Scholarship in the amount of $1,310. Mariska Howland. Robert J. and Nellie McMeekins Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. you say?
For the Veterans Affairs and Disability Awards, we have the David R. Jones Scholarship for $410 awarded to Casey Rowland. The Alumni Endowment Athletic Scholarship, we have the Alumni Golf Tournament Award for $7,430, Angel Perez. Arkansas Classic Golf Award, $3,800, Jules D. Rude. The Benjamin Anderson Award, $380, Jones Davis. Chicago, Illinois Alumni Chapter Golf Award for $250, Jonathan Bootman. Dr. Walter Littlejohn Golf Scholarship, $800, Jonathan Bootman.
Okay, well, this concludes, there is, I think there are a couple that may have next one. But one of the things I wanted to share with you, this is not all the scholarships, there's more. But we won't announce them right now. They'll be posted online, you should see your faces like, oh, thank you. So I do sincerely apologize for the booklet, the program booklet not being available today, but we will get it to you as soon as possible. And so we love our donors. So let's give our donors a round of applause. We appreciate you. We love you. And also to the recipients, congratulations to you all. And we're going to sit down for the remainder of the program. Thank you.
Good morning. First and foremost, thank you to everyone for joining us today for this special occasion as we gather together to celebrate not only the legacy of our university's founding, but also the remarkable achievements of those who carried forward its vision. Our outstanding students, faculty, staff, and alumni. To our honorees, congratulations. Your dedication, perseverance, and excellence embody the very spirit of UAPB. You have risen to the challenge, stood firm in pursuit of your goals, and represented this institution with distinction. In addition, we would like to recognize students from the Department of Mathematics and Computer Science who competed against various colleges and universities across the nation in a math contest at the University of Arkansas at Little Rock last week. Our students showed up and showed out by taking home all of the top prizes, so congratulations to them for the job well done. As we reflect on our proud history and look toward the future, we are reminded that we stand on the shoulders of giants, individuals whose courage and commitment helped establish and sustain this university for over 150 years. We honor their legacy today by recognizing those who are shaping the next chapter. I would also like to extend heartfelt appreciation to our distinguished keynote speaker, Mr. Troy Alley. Mr. Alley, your inspiring words and example of leadership and service have left a great impact upon our students and the faculty and administration. Thank you for pouring into our community and with such wisdom and grace. On behalf of the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, we present this gift as a token. To everyone who made this possible, our planning committee, faculty, staff, and supporters, thank you for your dedication and hard work in making this celebration meaningful and memorable. As we leave here today, may we all be encouraged to continue striving for excellence, lifting others as we climb, and keeping the flame of UAPB's legacy burning bright. Congratulations once again to all of our honorees. Go, Lioness, go!
Good morning once again. Before I do the honors invitation, I do want to acknowledge a few of the scholarships from the Office of International Programs and Studies. The name of the scholarship is Education Abroad Student of the Year, and that student is Dennis Joshua Samuels in the amount of $100. And then the International Student of the Year award goes to MD Asador Rahami for $100. One of the things that when I became the interim director about 4 years ago, we started out with 30 students, and now we have about close to 80. But I would like for that number to increase, and so I was talking to students, and they said, I emailed students directly, they didn't respond, and that's what the students said. Ms. Fields, they don't respond to email. And I have my own personal opinion because I'm from the older generation, check the email, right? But I decided, since we're here today, that I would extend a personal invitation to you today. If you have at least a 3.25, you are eligible to apply to the Carolyn F. Blakely Honors Program. There is a commitment involved, but we'll deal with that later. But I at least want to extend the invitation to you. There is no ACT or SAT requirement because we believe you are more than a score, but it definitely is an opportunity for you to take advantage of the opportunities and leadership here in the Carolyn F. Blakely Honors Program. Our students are also in STEM, they're in the band, they're athletes, they're well-rounded individuals. So if you'd like to become a part of a community of like-minded individuals, I strongly encourage you to apply before you leave, and maybe after you register. How about that? All right, so that is what I have for you today. So thank you.
Can we give all of our honorees another hand today? Before we close, we want to recognize our guests and give you a few more announcements about events to occur for the rest of the week. So first, we want to recognize all family and friends of recipients. So can we please give them a hand, all the family supporters. If we have any alumni in the building, can you stand? Can we give them a hand as well? Thank you, alumni, for all you do. We'd also like to extend an invitation for any elected city officials. If you are present today, any officials, are you present today? Let's still give them a hand. Thank you. And now we're down to some events and announcements for the rest of the week. All right, so today, the School of Education, they have a personal or private banquet tonight from 5 to 7 p.m. in the STEM Conference Center. This is by invitation only. For our students, we have our silent headphone party / skate night. It is scheduled to be from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the W.E. O'Brien Bell Tower.
On Friday, we will have our Spring Unity Fest starting at 12 p.m. and it'll end at 4 at the Bell Tower. Also, we will have a military ball from 6 to 9 in the STEM conference room tomorrow afternoon. There will also be an Alumni Association meeting from 4 to 6 at the Alumni House tomorrow. And a Night of Elegance all-white affair from 7 to 12 at the Pine Bluff Country Club.
On Saturday, we'll have the Roar Fest from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This will be located at Simmons Bank Field. Also during that time, we'll have the State of Athletics meeting from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. This is at S.J. Parker, 1890 Auditorium. We'll also be having at the same time the Future Golden Lions football camp from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Simmons Bank Field. We'll have our UAPB softball game at 1 p.m. at the Torrey Hunter Complex, and also a baseball game from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the Torrey Hunter Complex. Additionally, we'll have our annual UAPB Spring Black and Gold game from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Simmons Bank Field. We'll also have our Chancellor Scholarship Soiree from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at the STEM Conference Room.
And on Sunday, we will have a sunrise service at the STEM Conference Room from 8 to 11. And from 3 to 4 p.m. on Sunday, we will have a UAPB Jazz Ensemble.
Thank you for attending this year's Honors and Awards Convocation. Please take time to answer the exit survey on the way out. And as always, it's a great day to be a Golden Lion. Before we leave, please stand as we do our honor